Okay, this is video 15 of the Lumion course, and this is where it gets exciting. This is where we talk about the BK Virtual Homes method of creating high quality and efficient renderings in Lumion. So in my mind, there are 4 components to create a high quality image. And the first is composition. This is the composition of your shot that you frame in Lumion. So I would recommend looking up YouTube videos or articles, however you like to learn, and learn about photography and specifically composition. I feel like composition can even, compensate for a poor model. Just take a look at this image, for example. Like, typically somebody would not place your camera right here. You'd probably be closer and centered on your building. But this image just looks better because it kind of tells a story. So when we get into higher end markets, we especially want to think about the story of our image or video. So you can learn about composition through other tutorials. I'm not going to talk much more about it, but it's very important. Actually, I do need to mention some things. So let me open up Lumion and I'll talk about the camera just a little bit. Okay, I am in the photo editing mode in Lumion. And the only thing concerning composition that I'll say is that for exterior images, I generally like to set my focal length to 50 millimeters or above. If that's not possible, I mean, it's okay to go down below 50, but I do most of my shots at 50. And then if it's different than 50, it's usually above 50. For interior shots, I set my focal length to about 35 millimeters. Going below 35 is okay, but if we can, we want to get a shot at 35. So this focal length is the biggest part of composition inside of Lumion. So those are some general rules. Exterior images at 50 millimeters, interior images at 35. Let's go to the next part of creating a high quality rendering, and that is that we need a high quality model. You being the person that is in Lumion, you're basically the project manager for the project, because you will have somebody assisting you with the Revit model, and it will be your job to be quality control on that model. So you need to make sure that the geometry is correct, that there's fascia applied where we should have fascia. You need to be familiar with the BK Virtual Homes system for creating a model and make sure that everything is correct and that all the materials are signed correctly. So that will be part of your role. It will be to work with the modeler to make sure that it is correct. Now, there are some times where we get close to a deadline and you just need to do the Revit model updates yourself. But if there is time, you definitely want to send that back to our Revit modeler so that they know for future projects what they need to work on. If you are doing the changes yourself in Revit, then you need to make a list of notes of things that you're changing and send that to your Revit modeler so that they are aware of what you are spending your time on inside of Revit. You shouldn't be spending any time inside of Revit. That should be done